What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. Absolute Batman has introduced us to a handful of amazing things so far. We've seen Victor Freeze. We've seen Alfred Pennyworth working for the SIS, being a straight G operator. But more than that, Batman's not in this alone. Right off rip, he lets his friends know, I'm Batman. No, they kind of figure this out on their own, but he comes to them, lets them know, I'm Batman. And while these friends in the universe that we know would never be his friends in this capacity, in this absolute universe, Batman's friends with the most unlikely of people, and that's because they all grew up together. And so when one of these friends goes missing, Batman goes crazy. He starts hunting, but his hunting will bring him to the abomination of absolute Bane. With that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright guys, here we go. Neutral territory. We pick up with multiple armed guards, a military general, individuals meeting up for a conversation. But this meeting would be interrupted. Bane was sent in. Bane was sent in because these two people were talking about peace talks. Bane can't have that. The narrative will go, one betrayed the other, killing them in this very room, forcing one of them to choose. He takes the military officer and he squishes his brains, telling the other that you are going to make a declaration of an escalation of operations. This comes from the orders of Bane's employers. And with this mission being complete, Bane heads off to Gotham City, getting a phone call, getting new orders. Bane is called in to deal with the Bat. This is what picks us up with Batman. He was supposed to be staying low, but when Alfred returned, he found a man that was acting possessed. That's because his friend Waylon Jones had been missing for 2 weeks. And so Batman was waging a constant war on Gotham's underground. He wanted to tell him to stop, but he knew better. What was left of the Maronis, the Falcones? He spared no one. He broke bones. Last night he took down so many people, the hospitals ran out of ambulances. They started using ride shares. That is, until they ran out of those as well. Dudes just on the ground. EMTs straight up using carts and bicycling people to the hospital. Finally, Alfred asked him, what are you gonna do when you finally run out of enemies? But Batman meeting up with one of the officers, Officer Gordon. Officer Gordon did some digging. She found out where Waylon is. The police took him. This is when Batman goes to meet up with all the others. They're learning the horrible truth. He was taken to Arkham. As they do digging, they find that his property has been more or less taken, that his charge is breaking city lockdown. They have made moves to essentially wipe Waylon away, make it as if he never existed. Alfred is here with them, helping figure this out. That's because he knows about these arcs. 12 others around the world. Functionally, they're black sites, but the rumors about what happens in there are absolutely horrible, and they have to wonder, how the hell is this happening so fast? The groundwork for Arkham was only laid a few months ago, but the thing is, the one here in Gotham, in the 1800s, there was a hospital on the island. JK Industries bought the land. Truth is, they've been working for years. They've been working since the 30s. Whatever these arcs are, Gotham has been ground zero. This is where it all started. This is where it all began. This is where it all grew from. And so Batman heads out. Moving quickly, darting through the maze of waterways. In less than an hour, he's inside the main cavern. 30 minutes later, he's into one of the old shafts. Alfred is guiding him through, past the bad junctions, avoiding the dead ends, going higher until he's into the main pipes, into the throat of the facility. And for a moment, Alfred fools himself into thinking that this might work, that he can get in and out, and no one would be the wiser. As Bruce gets towards this, the schematics are wrong. There's been changes. What he sees is the real Arkham. And looking around, this looks like a damn near whole city, an entire place, not understanding what this is, but it's more than they ever thought. As he descends down, Alfred thinks back, thinking maybe he should have told Bruce. The truth is, Alfred lost a friend to one of these places. A sudden flash of guilt coming over Alfred. He could have warned them that in England, at the SIS, you learn your worst fears are true, that everything happening here in Gotham is part of it, connected to the bigger thing, the terrible thing. You know what it's like to think you can save someone, the ones you care about, your brothers in arms, only to find out that you can't, to see them become strangers, become the enemy. Even now, remembering what it was like to have faith, to believe in the fight. But he doesn't understand yet. While he looks at photos of his old friend, we see a file with Bane, the tubes connecting him, the experiment. This started it all for him. You see, Absolute Bane was a brother in arms to Alfred Pennyworth. He worked at the SIS. He was an operative. Batman had no idea what he was walking into, with communications breaking up. But through the breaking of communication, Alfred Pennyworth, he could hear the fear in Batman's voice. Batman isn't alone. Batman is with the monster. Bane making the first strike, knocking Batman backwards. He tells Batman to go on, that you can make your move, advance. But Bane is able to counter everything, recognizing the fighting styles, from Muay Thai to Savate. And through this, Bane starts knocking pressure points, starts immobilizing Batman. For every strike that Batman makes, Bane has a counter. At this point, Batman's arms can't even work. They can't even move. And Bane does find his techniques, his abilities rather impressive. Batman enraged, asking him if that's all you got, calling him a juiced up freak, and Bane lets him know, like, homie, I'm not even juiced up. But if you want to see juiced up, I'll show you. That fluid going into Bane's body. We see the true form of Bane, looking like the freaking Hulk on crack. He lifts up Batman, and he tells him that it's time to prepare for surgery. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Absolutely phenomenal issue. Yet again, the Absolute Universe has been bringing it. They have been showing it issue after issue, while what the Absolute Universe is actually all about, what it can bring to the table. You know, I see a lot of people complaining about comics in general, whether it be woke, whether it be they don't like it, but man, come on. Between the Ultimate Universe with Jonathan Hickman and between Absolute Universe in the DC Comics. Now, you don't have to like the main comic stuff, but you can't sit there with a straight face and tell me that the Absolute and Ultimate Universes have not been straight bringing mother-flipping fire, bro. Every single day they're bringing it out. It is absolutely killing it. Absolute Batman is no exception. Absolute Bane is absolutely terrifying. An absolute monster, and you gotta ask yourself at this point, how the hell is Batman gonna take this on? How is he getting out of this? How is he gonna escape this? Even better, Bane is prior SIS, prior best friends with Alfred Pennyworth. The plot thickens, baby. This story is killing it. I cannot sing its praises enough. If you are not reading Absolute Batman, you are wrong. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything going on with the Absolute Universe, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It's gonna get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.